Okay, so welcome everybody to my presentation just on the MSBE. So it's the MSc in Bioprocess Engineering, but I'll refer to it as the MSBE. That's what we know it as in the university. It's MSc in Bioprocess Engineering. It's a bit of a mouthful to be talking about all the time. So this is a program that's run through the School of Biotechnology in DCU. Let me just go on to the next slide. Okay, so just a quick program overview and a little discussion about the aim. So the MSc in Bioprocess Engineering, the MSBE, it's a specialised course in bioprocess engineering and kind of related topics. And we deliver it through collaboration between ourselves in the School of Biotechnology and Trinity College Dublin, so TCD's School of Pharmaceutical or Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. And we also, as part of the program, we're very lucky to have NIBRT involved. So that's the National Institute for Bioprocess Research and Training based out on UCD's campus. This is a very unique partnership, really, nationally, and it brings together, top tier academic institutions and Ireland's leading biopharma research organisation. We think it delivers quite a comprehensive background and base in bioprocess engineering. And in addition to that, we have several lecturers on the program who are based in the industry. So we think it's important really that the industry professionals are involved in the program. The program really is designed to equip students with the skills they need to tackle challenges of modern biomanufacturing and also pharmaceutical production. So there's quite a crossover between biopharmaceutical and pharmaceutical manufacturers. So really it's a good grounding in both areas. And the primary aim really is to update and enhance the knowledge and understanding and practical skills of graduates, so not necessarily science graduates. We have graduates from engineering and a few other related, like other life science areas, but really to help them with the practical skills, for graduates that are interested in pursuing a career in biopharma, or those who are already working within it and perhaps want to move up the chain a little bit, I guess. The program is also tailored to help people, as I said, upskill from related disciplines. So going maybe from pharma or other related disciplines into biopharma, and we offer advanced level modules that cover various theory, analysis, design, practical methodologies. So ultimately, by the end of the course, our aim, or what we hope, is that the students will have developed a strong academic foundation in major disciplines of bioprocess engineering, and hopefully that will ensure then they're well equipped with the latest knowledge. It's a very fast evolving industry. So it's we believe that what we offer will certainly help you transfer into that. As I mentioned, program is aimed at new or freshly graduated students from life sciences, engineering, chemical sciences, pharmaceutical science, biotechnology, things like that, bioprocessing. But also a lot of the modules are kind of tailored as well for industry-based students, both from biopharma, pharma, and the chemical industry. And we typically get students, industry-based students from medical devices, process engineering, and pharmaceutical manufacture as well. The program structure is basically made up of 13 modules. So there's 11 5-credit modules that are taught on campus at DCU. One of those modules, I think, is available through blended learning. But the other 10 modules, we expect students to attend class for those. We have, that's a typo. It's not 2 5-credit modules. It's one 5-credit laboratory module taught at NIBRT. So that's based out on the UCD's campus. That's a practical module in the NIBRT biopharma training facility. And then we have one 30-credit dissertation module that can be taken as a research project in a lab in DCU, or it can be done as a lit review topic. Usually the research projects, we might only have maybe a half dozen of them, so they will be offered to the top 6, let's say, or top 8 students in the class by the time the projects are going around on offer. We split it into like 6 modules per semester. So we have 6 modules semester 1 and 6 modules semester 2. And then we have what we call a semester 3, but it's not really a semester 3. It's the project module, and that typically runs from March right up to September. So there's a fair bit of flexibility in that. Just to quickly check that nobody has put any comment on it. Excellent. Okay. The entry requirements for the program. So we would typically look for a undergraduate degree in the area. So most of our students would come from some life science background or engineering background. We do sometimes get students who come into the program maybe that have a computing background or some, I don't know, like kind of on the boundary, I suppose, of what we would consider to be suitable for it. I would say to students that maybe don't have a background in science or process engineering or mechanical or electrical engineering, perhaps, particularly if you have any kind of industry experience in the area or in pharma, that would definitely benefit your application. There's fees information there, but questions or any kind of queries related to fees should be directed to the fees office, not myself. Really, as program chair, we look after the kind of academic affairs of the program, but anything to do with fees, really, or anything like that should be directed to the fees office. Sorry, one thing to mention on that side as well, if you're industry-based and you don't want to take the full program, you can take modules within the program. So, for example, if you were based in the industry and you wanted to upskill in terms of chromatography, you could take a downstream or a chromatography module. So that is possible as well. So in terms of applications, you can apply through the DCU student application portal. You need to provide your transcripts for every year of your study and then your final year transcripts. And obviously, if you're a non-EU student, you'll require a study visa. There's application deadlines there as well, which are very important, particularly for non-EU applicants. And we have a strict policy in terms of joining the program. So the program would start September every year. You can look at the academic calendar on DCU homepage to see the semester 1 start date. It's very, very important that you try to meet that. So if you have to apply for a visa and there's any kind of a delay in the visa, we would expect you to join the program no later than 2 weeks after the start date of semester 1. Beyond that, it will be impossible to join the program. You just won't be admitted to the program. The reason for that is that the way the modules are delivered on the program is quite intensive. So we run modules in 4-week blocks. So we would typically, if you were taking the course full time, you would take 2 modules a week for 4 weeks. So if you were late by 2 weeks, let's say, for example, you'll have missed 50% of 2 modules. And because we expect attendance in class, it's usually pretty impossible or extremely difficult for people who arrive late to the program to actually catch up or to pass assessments. So for that reason, we're very strict on, in terms of deadlines for joining the program. In terms of the student demographic that we have and that we can, we've had in the past and we continue to have, we've attracted a very diverse group of students from around the world over the years. We have a significant number of students coming from Europe and Asia, particularly as regards Asia, China, India, Pakistan. There's a rapidly growing biopharma sector out there. In addition to strong international presence in the program, we also draw a lot of students nationally from Ireland. Most of our Irish students are industry-based, and we also get students from other European countries or Irish students who are based in other European countries. And this is fantastic for us, really, because this level of diversity we believe, between culturally and countries, and also, freshly graduated students and industry-based students, it really enriches the learning experience, I think, for everybody. I think students benefit from a great exchange of ideas and experiences from their peers. In terms of career opportunities, well, in Ireland, for example, I think there's a wealth of job opportunities. At least historically, there has been. The biopharma sector in Ireland continues to expand. It expanded very rapidly in the last 20 years, and there was a huge amount of jobs available. If I'm honest, recently I think we've seen a little bit of a slowdown in the sector here, but it is still growing. There are still job opportunities there. I think, nevertheless, Ireland has become a major hub for biopharma manufacturing, and there's a huge number of multinational companies that have established large plants and operations across the country. The plants that I've listed, or the companies that I've listed there, are only a small fraction of the companies that are in Ireland. I guess the reason that those companies, Merck, Pfizer, Shire, Alexion, whatever, that's usually that's where a lot of our graduates have gone to, I suppose, to those particular companies. But there's a lot of other companies, biopharma companies, based in Ireland. This level of growth, I suppose, has created a steady demand for graduates across all areas of the field. And even if there's a mild slowdown, let's say, in the biopharma sector, there's still a huge amount of opportunities in related industries, like pharma and medical devices. And with a background in, bioprocess engineering, then it's quite easy then to move from an associated field into biopharma when the opportunities arise. Beyond Ireland, I suppose, if you're an international student and you're planning to go back home, I mean, there's a huge number of companies and multinational companies setting up all over the world. I mean, the United States, without a doubt, is probably the largest biopharma sector, and it remains a leader in biopharmaceutical innovation. Switzerland as well also has a thriving biopharma industry. And then there's various different emerging markets in Asia, particularly in China and India, where there's been very recent, strong investment in biotechnology and biopharma infrastructure. And then there's other countries, I suppose, like Singapore, South Korea, and other places closer to Ireland, closer to home in Europe, like Germany, France. They're also witnessing significant growth in the sector. So there's plenty of opportunity out there. And then finally, just contact details really from myself. If you're looking for the program, there's a link down the bottom. If you just Google MSc in Bioprocess Engineering, DCU, and that'll come up somewhere. You can contact myself directly, or you can put up a query on Pubble on DCU website. Don't try not to contact me via LinkedIn if you can, because I try to use that just for kind of professional, professional contacts, I suppose, rather than queries about the program. But you can find all the details there. Finally, just in case I didn't mention it, full-time course is 1 year, and part-time can be up to 4 years. If you're an international student and you're coming to the program and you have a study visa, the only option available to you is full-time, so you have to complete the course within 1 year. And I think that's it.